received those already but have made the required donations. Thanks to Ollie Smith getting in touch to tell us he received his package when he got home from his holidays. A few other people have got in touch to say they've received theirs. So yeah, big thanks to Rob and Rob's Toy Shop for distributing those for us. Hopefully the people who are receiving the t-shirts are getting some information about Rob's Toy Shop as well in the packages, and they can make some purchases there. And I think he's playing a few jokes on some of the recipients. So take those all in the spirit they're meant for. Obviously, people, if they want to make donations, paypal.me/Super League Pod is where you can make donations. Obviously, we know the donations will be used for the running costs of the show. Last week, I made a donation on behalf of the SLP family to the Warrington Wolves PDRL team's crowdfunding efforts to fund their journey over to Australia to play in the inaugural World Club Challenge for PDRL against the South Sydney Rabbitohs. So that's something that you guys have contributed toward, as well as some donations we'll make later on in the year back into the community game. So it doesn't just get used for me to buy tickets to big events, and that's not all it gets used for. Oh, shall we talk about the Challenge Cup final ticket situation, Rich?
Yeah, come on.
I don't know if you've seen about this, but I got an email today, this afternoon, from the RFL ticketing people, telling me that they really love to surprise and delight their loyal fans who buy tickets early, like me. So to that end, for the Challenge Cup final, I was being upgraded from the tickets I've bought to Category 4, because must have bought Category 5 tickets right in the top tier, but on the halfway line I'd bought. But I've been upgraded to being Category 4 tickets, in the end lower down, so I'll be in the sun, so I'll need to protect myself now, which I wasn't going to need to in the upper tier. I'm going to be lower down. I'm going to have an end view when I'm not supporting either of the teams. I mean, I'll probably end up supporting Catalans, let's be honest with ourselves. But I'm not going as a supporter of the either team, so I would like to have been on the halfway line or on the sidelines anyway, where I bought my tickets. But apparently this was to surprise and delight me and reward me for being an early payer, that I've been upgraded. And I have slightly got, if I was buying them now, a cheaper ticket than what it would have been. But I'm pretty miffed about it, because I picked the tickets I wanted and I didn't get a choice in the matter.
Yeah, I think the whole surprise and delight thing. I mean, I work for O2, kind of telecoms, and the surprise and delight thing is something that we kind of try and do. It's a customer service thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can see it. It's good, but I think for something like this, it's kind of almost with surprise and delight you've got the opportunity to upgrade your ticket for free if you want to, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because as you say, when you've bought your ticket, you've bought it in that location generally for a reason. I just wonder whether they think they're going to have trouble filling the ends. So it's just like, let's surprise everybody by shifting them all to the end and out of the top tier. If they'd have said to you, we're surprising, delighting you, moving you from the top tier to Club Wembley, I'd have happy days. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Love it, but, yeah.
I mean, even if they were moving me to the sideline, as long as I wasn't going to be too low down, I would have been delighted. But it's a big shift in seating position, that, for me. I don't know. I would have liked the opportunity. Yeah, like you say, we use surprise and delight idea where I work as well. We usually use it on people who are detractors about some service they've had, to try and turn the view around, or someone who's had a really awful experience from what they've been going through. Not necessarily someone who's had a bad customer service experience, but a bad experience whilst during the same time that they've been getting customer service from us. Those sorts of things we might use it for. But this doesn't feel like that at all. This feels like them satisfying a need of their own to make it look full on the telly at the levels of the crowd where the telly cameras are going to be. And I get all that. I get it's a problem. I get they've had to revert to some sort of plan B, and that plan B has been to piss off people by putting heavily discounted tickets on through voucher sites and doing this to people like me. But I mean, it would have felt nice to have been for him to have made sure that was what I wanted, really.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they could have asked you. Have you inquired? Do you have the opportunity to change back?
Well, when I've gone onto the ticket on the RFL ticketing website, the block that I was sat in is now greyed out and unavailable. So I'm guessing the entire top tier in what would effectively be the Catalan Dragons end is unavailable for sale.
Right.
So yeah, no. Basically, I've been told on the email I got that my tickets are useless. Now, I found this out after I was finishing work, so obviously their staff would have finished for the day as well, so they won't be picking up on disgruntled tweets and stuff like that. But we'll see what happens there. But that was a little bit of a disappointment and a story I thought I'd share on the podcast as we roll on towards the end. So just that's left for me to say, really, is to remind people that you can find the show at Super League Pod on Twitter and Instagram, facebook.com/Super League Pod, or superleaguepod@gmail.com is where if you want to send us a bit of an email telling you stuff. If you're a new listener, please do send us an email. Tell us about yourself, how you got into rugby league, how you love rugby league, what your rugby league story is. We love to share those on this show. We haven't had as many of those this year, so we really would love a few more of those. Superleaguepod.com is where you can find the blog. That'll have all the links to all the stuff we've spoke about today, including the Mathcore Browns affiliates link for buying some international gear, the web address to donate to rundom.run, where to find your what's the Rob's Toy Shop, where you can go there and buy all your toys and more, really, and our other sponsors as well, jkmartwork.com and loverugbyleague.com. All the links will be there for you to go and do those things and to make donations to the show if you so choose. You can search for the show on Spreaker, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Leaguecast, Android app, Podcast Addict, Rugby League media.com and YouTube. If you check out all those places, you'll see that there was a couple of SLP shorts that I just mentioned earlier this week, so please do go back and check those out. We really like giving you more SLP content where we can. And then just final word is to thank you, Rich, for being a great part of Super League Pod episode 194, your favourite rugby league podcast, and we'll speak to you next time.
Cheers, Matt.